Hi everyone, good evening. My name is Ellie. If we have any alumni on the call this evening, I hope you recognize me. Hello to all of you. If not, as I said, my name's Ellie. I work here at the National Leadership Academies, the National Academy of Future Scientists and Technologists, as the recruitment lead. So I help in lots and lots of different areas of the company, and I'm sure that you guys will all get to know me very, very soon. I have with me this evening Michelle Rao, who is our Director of Admissions, and I'll just let her say a quick hello and introduce herself.
Hi, Michelle Rao. You have probably received a couple of emails from me thus far. You are in for an amazing time this summer. It is going to be life-changing, awesome. We're so grateful that that you're going to be coming. And if you've got any questions, my team is the admissions team, and we are ready to field whatever questions you might have that don't get answered here tonight.
Fabulous. Thanks, Michelle. Okay, so first off, I'm just going to say, guys, if I'm looking down, it's because I'm looking at all of the amazing comments and questions that you guys are asking. I'm not ignoring you. I don't think you're boring. I'm just checking out what you're saying. And you've had a bunch of questions already, so I'm going to kick off straight away and get right into it, not waste a minute, and answer these questions. First thing, I just want to make sure, because this is very important. What are the dates for the Congress? I've had a couple questions about it. I confirmed down there what it is, but I just want to make sure you know, all you delegates, all you parents, that you need to be in Lowell, Massachusetts, June 29th, June 30th, and July 1st. Those are the 3 days of the Congress. I'm going to just ask Michelle to walk you through a little bit on the arrival and departure times, just that you know when to come in and when to leave, when we're starting, when we're finishing. But just make sure in your head, mark your calendars if you haven't already. June 29th, June 30th, July 1st. Don't make any other plans. You're going to be far too busy.
Yes. Yes, thank you, Ellie. And that is very true. You are going to be far too busy to make any other plans on those days. So just to give you guys kind of a heads up about how you need to schedule your traveling and when we're going to be in the Congress. First off, on June 29th, we will be opening the doors about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The event starts at 6 p.m. and runs until 10:30-ish. So if you're coming in, traveling in on the 29th and flying in, or coming in through bus or train or whatever, try to make sure that you're in the Boston area around noon, 2 o'clock at the very latest, so that you have time to get to the event center and be ready for the actual opening ceremony. So the first day, doors open at 4. The event starts at 6 and we go till about 10:30. On day 2 and day 3, which is June 30th and July 1st, we will be opening the doors at 8 a.m. and we will be starting at 10 a.m. and we will be going until around 10:30 in the evening on all of the nights. So on the second and the third night as well, we'll be going until 10:30 or 11 o'clock in the evening for all of those nights. Now, since we're not going to be finishing until that late on the 1st, please don't plan your travel until the 2nd. That way you're able to experience the entire program, the closing ceremonies and all of that, and then get a good night's rest, because you're gonna need it. You're gonna be tired, but it's gonna be amazing. And then that way you can get up in the morning, have some breakfast, and head off to the airport.
Perfect. Thanks, Michelle. Couple of questions here about arranging transportation and how we're getting to and from the airport. So just want to walk through a little bit about the overnight program and what the overnight program is and how everything changes for those people.
So the overnight program, we offer this as something that's it's in addition to coming to the Congress. The overnight program is meant for students, delegates that aren't going to be able to come with their parents or a guardian, so they're coming by themselves. This is something where the overnight program will meet them at the airport, at the train station, at the bus station, pick them up from there. that we will be transporting them to the University of Massachusetts Lowell and getting them all oriented and assigned their dorm room and get their bags put in their rooms before they have to actually arrive at the Songa Center on the 29th at between 4 and 6. So those of you who are overnight program, we will be picking you up at either the bus station, the train station, or the airport. Here's the key though. We won't know when you're coming and how you're getting there unless you have filled out all of your overnight program forms. And the last we checked, we only had about a quarter of the forms in. Now, if you already know you've sent them, then don't worry about it. But those of you who are coming in and using the overnight program, please, please, please get your forms in as soon as possible, because we're almost ready to start doing room assignments and making sure that everyone is where they need it. This takes a few months. It takes a long time to get everything organized. So please get those forms in. So we will be picking you up, and then when the event is over, that you will be taken back to the airport, the bus station, the train station, in time for your flight that's going to be leaving on the 1st. The same thing's going to apply for overnight program though, about when you come in. With the overnight program, it is going to be best if you arrive at the airport sometime between noon, 2 o'clock at the very latest, but around noon is perfect. And you will not be leaving until the 2nd. So anytime morning on, and we will be starting the shuttles to the airport, train station, and bus station early on the 2nd if you need to be there early.
Perfect. Thanks, Michelle. So a couple of things, a couple of questions that have just come through that I'm going to quickly address out of what you've just said. First off, I want to make sure that everyone knows that if you don't know whether you're enrolled in the overnight program, you're probably not enrolled in the overnight program. Log in to the Delegate Update Center. It's SciTechLeaders.com/confirm, and that will tell you whether or not you are enrolled in the overnight program. But if you don't know if you are, you probably haven't. I had a parent here ask if we're driving our students and we don't have a real kind of rough time of when we're going to arrive, when we're picking up. That's fine. Just go into the Delegate Update Center and submit that in the travel tab, and just say that your arrival time is going to be 3 p.m. and then make that the latest that you arrive. That's really going to be the best time for it to allow you to check in and get all bags off and everything like that. 3 p.m. is really going to be the best time. So if you don't know when you're arriving because you're being driven, just go ahead, put in the Delegate Update Center. There's a car option, and just put in 3 p.m. Also, there's a question about if you're doing boot camp, there's an extra day, June 28th. How does this affect me? Am I going to be arriving at a different time? Don't worry. If you're also enrolled in College Domination Boot Camp, and again, if you don't know if you are, you're probably not, you will need to be arriving, I believe it's a day earlier. Is that correct, Michelle?
Yes, it will be on the 28th. The program starts at noon, so an early flight on the 28th would be best, or bus or train or whatever.
Fabulous. And your transportation, yes, will be covered. But again, that information must be in the Delegate Update Center. Now, I've posted the link in the group chat, in the live chat. I don't know which side it appears on for you. The link to the forms. I'm gonna do it one more time. It's there right now. So make sure you please download and complete those forms if you are enrolled in the overnight program. Now, another question that's come up here is about roommates. Will you know who your roommates are? Michelle, I will let you answer that.
Well, to start off with, if you're going to be participating in the overnight program, this is what we call a pre-college experience. Now, typically when you arrive at college and you're assigned a dorm, that you don't know who your roommates are until you get there. So for most of us, that's going to be the case. Each one of the dorm rooms will have anywhere from 2 to 4 people in it. And then there'll be common areas and shared bathrooms and things like that. If you are coming with a friend and want to be able to room with them, listen very closely. Both sets of parents need to reach out to the admissions department and ask for that roommate assignment. We won't do it via the students or via the delegates, but it has to come from the parents. So both of them need to reach out to us, and we have a form, a document that we're keeping track of all of that if you want to be able to room with a friend that's attending as well and is going to be in the overnight program. So it's a college experience, guys. You won't know until you get there. That's part of the fun.
Thanks, Michelle. Okay, a couple more things about the overnight program, and then we're going to move on and not talk.
Okay.
Okay, so another one about driving. If you're driving in, you need to be there at 3 p.m. latest if your parents are dropping you off, and you're going to be going to the rec center, which is on campus at UMass Lowell. If you Google rec center, UMass Lowell, you will see it. It's there, and it's also coming out in an email to you, so watch your inbox. And that goes for everyone. If you guys haven't been receiving emails from Richard, from Michelle, please check your inbox now. Search your inbox for admissions at SciTechLeaders.com. Every single piece of information that you need to know about the Congress is in your inbox. If you aren't receiving those emails, send us a message on Facebook, send us a live chat, email us, admissions at SciTechLeaders.com, and we will make sure that you get those emails. It's so important. I'm guessing because you're part of this live call, a live webcast, that you've got those emails or you saw it on Facebook. So spread the word for anyone that you know that's coming that might not be part of this, might not be getting the emails. Check, please make sure that they are. I want to reverse back really quickly, rewind to we were talking about College Domination Bootcamp. It's June 28th, okay? It's a fantastic day event with Dr. Deborah Bador. She is a fantastic lady. I'm not going to jump into too much about this, but it is a really intensive one-day program that's going to help you with your admissions process and you get into the school of your dreams. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste a link right now into the chat feed that gives you all of the information that you need about College Domination Bootcamp, okay? That link, pop it open, save it, bookmark it, whatever you want to do. Make sure you check it out after this call, okay? A couple of things that we're going to cover in the next few minutes. 1, dress code. What are you going to wear? 2, breaks. How long are they going to be? When are they going to be? And the most important thing, when do you get to eat? And where do you get to eat? Because I know that's what it's very important. No one should ever be hungry. So first off, dress code. Michelle.
All right, dress code for this is business casual. Now, what's the definition of business casual? Typically, when you think of someone that's going into the office, into a regular formal office, business dress is a suit, tie, a pantsuit, a skirt suit for a lady. Business casual is a little step down from that. So you don't need to come in a suit or a pantsuit or whatever. It's more a nice pair of khakis or slacks, a collared shirt. It can be short sleeve or long sleeve. You do not need to wear a tie. For the ladies, some slacks, a skirt, and a nice blouse of some kind. We're asking that you wear comfortable shoes, but shoes that are appropriate for business casual. So that means no flip-flops, no tennis shoes, that you have something that you would wear to a job interview, or if you were working in an office setting for Casual Friday or whatever. So it's business casual. Do not, please, do not come in jeans or sweatpants or leggings or any kind of athletic wear like that, guys, because this is a serious thing. Is that the caliber of people that are coming to speak and the caliber of people that will be there are business casual to business attire people. So let's just be respectful of that, and let's get prepared for when we actually enter into our careers, and that's just something that we're going to have to do. You guys are all pretty advanced and probably have some pretty good ideas about what you want to do, and for most of them, business casual is going to be what the choice will have to be.
Fabulous. Thank you very much, Michelle. I just want to pipe in a couple of questions here. Are sneakers allowed? I already said no sneakers. No sneakers. Don't bring your sneakers. No tennis shoes. Button down polos, absolutely fine.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Nice pair of pants. I have to watch my language here because, in case you guys didn't already realize, I'm English. I'm from England. So when I say trousers, sometimes people get a bit like, what's she talking about? Pants. Nice pants, please. Okay. I don't think there's any more about boots. Yeah, I guess boots. Boots?
Yeah, boots are fine.
Vans or sneakers? Vans or sneakers?
Vans or sneakers. Yeah.
I just have to say, Devin here has said, Michelle, you won't have seen this, that he's coming in a suit and he gets called Mr. President at school because he always wears a suit. And I love that.
Very nice. I love that too.
So Devin,
that's awesome.
You rock that suit and I can't wait. Okay, so we're going to talk about breaks now, and then we're going to talk about food, and then we're going to talk about the dance. So breaks, I'm just going to quickly go over those. There are 2 main breaks on day 2 and day 3. Believe it or not, for lunch and dinner. They're 2 hours long, both of them, and that gives you the opportunity to leave if you would like to leave and go and get some food and be outside with your families if you're a regular Congress delegate, and you can go out, grab some food with whoever you've come with, or whatever you want to do, just spend some time in the sun. But also that's going to be your chance to meet with your speaker mentors and be one-on-one with them and answer them questions. That whole 2 hours, we're going to have speakers out on the floor, and you can come up and you can speak with them, chat with them, see what they're doing, see what they're saying, ask whatever you want to ask. So that's a really great opportunity. You absolutely do not have to sit in your seat for the entirety of the program. If you're hungry, go and get some food. You don't have to wait until lunch and dinner breaks. You can get food whenever you want food. And also just watch out for a video about breaks from Richard that's going to be coming out very soon. Again, make sure you're getting those emails. So there's been a couple of questions about leaving. Yes, you absolutely can leave. If you are part of the overnight program, then there are a couple of restrictions on that. So again, watch your inbox, pay attention, make sure you're, you know what you're doing. And on orientation day, make sure you're paying attention to that as well. You can leave for breaks, but you need to go to the overnight program desk before you do that. So yes, just as an FYI, we're not going to keep you captive, but you do need to basically, sign out before you leave the building.
And you will be stopped if you have not done that.
Yes, you absolutely will.
Beware.
Okay, so that's food. You absolutely can eat at the event center. You absolutely can leave. That is completely up to you. But there is an option for you to just get up whenever you're hungry and get something. And there is plenty available. The whole is a big event center. It's a hockey arena. The Songa Center by normal calendar year, it's a hockey arena. So there's a bunch of food options. And you can just wander up and go and get some food and wander back down to your seat when you're ready. We're now going to talk about the dance and the dress code for the dance. So
can I interject one thing about food before we move on? One thing is like I said, the vendors are going to be open the entire time. There's everything from Starbucks to pizza. Be aware that you cannot bring food into the Songa Center. So if you want to have your Einstein bagel and your Starbucks prior, it needs to be consumed before you are let in. And just be aware of that. But there is a Starbucks there. So if you need your coffee, there'll be a place that you can get that. So just please be aware that you cannot bring food into the Songa Center. Go ahead. Sorry.
Fabulous. Yes, you cannot. Thank you, Michelle. Okay, so now we're going to talk a little bit about the dance. The dance is on day 3, obviously. It's a closing, just fun, blow off some steam, hang out with your new friends. We have a DJ come in. It's really, really incredible. And you guys, I'll tell you a bit of a secret, okay? We do 3 days of the Congress of Future Medical Leaders before, then we have a day between, and then we have 3 days. And us staff, we work all year to make this happen for you guys, and this is just the best day for us because we've had a fantastic week and everything's come together. You guys are just going to be elated and having so much fun. And guess what? We come out too and dance with you. So don't be embarrassed. Okay, but we will. We'll be there and we'll be having just as much fun as you guys. So yeah, the dance is on the last day. It's after the dinner break. We have the closing ceremony, and then we have the dance, and it's so fun. And please stay if you can. Don't feel like you have to stay, but it's definitely something that you should hang around for. It's great fun. You don't need to change. No need to change whatsoever. And to be honest with you, it's probably going to be a real struggle for you to change, because can you imagine all of you your bathroom and change? That's the only place there is a bathroom. So you don't need to change. Whatever you're wearing is going to be absolutely just perfect. And it's going to be super, super fun, and we're going to have super, super fun. So even, just hang out with us. Why not? Get a bunch of selfies with all the staff, because that's always what ends up happening. Let's see. I'm just going to, Michelle, please go ahead and make any pointers. Oh, do you know what? Let's talk about delegate badges. People are asking if they need to bring documentation with them. Let's talk about delegate badges, what they are, and also an email that's going out to them on the 12th.
Well, the delegate badge is basically your credentials, and so it'll be a square little badge that when you get there, you'll be given your lanyard and everything for that. Delegate badge will be mailed to you about a week prior to the event. So we usually, about 3 weeks, people start asking, when am I going to get my badge? When am I going to get my badge? Well, it's not going to be coming until the very, very last minute. They're actually going to print in about a week. So that way we've got them all ready to go and set up. So you're going to have to make sure you bring your delegate badge with you when you come. You will not, it's like the food thing. You will not be allowed in to the Sangha Center without a badge. You can't come in without a badge. So in the mailing, though, you will have your badge, and you will also have one parent badge with you as well. That one parent badge can be used for either parents on opening ceremony day. Typically, everybody wants to come to that, so we only limit it to one parent badge for the opening day, because it's a pretty big deal. Once everyone kind of knows what's going to be happening for the event, that less parents end up coming. So if you have a mom and a dad, or a mom and a brother, or something like that that are coming with you, on day 2 and day 3, you can just check in at the information center or the reprint badge center, and we can get you another badge for a family member. But anyone who goes through security will have to have a badge. You don't get through unless you have your badge. Now, if you didn't get a badge in time, or if there's a problem with your badge, we will have the ability to reprint and fix whatever needs to be fixed on site. But please make sure you bring it with you. And if it's something as simple as your name being spelled wrong, don't worry about getting that fixed the first day. Do it later if you want to. That way, everyone that had a problem with not getting their badge will be able to get through the line, and you'll still be able to get through, even if your name badge, if there's any corrections that need to be made on it.
So Michelle, I'm going to mock you for a second, because you just had a bit of an issue with your audio, and apparently you sounded just like something out of Star Wars. You're fixed now. You're all good. There was a whole second when you sounded like a bit of a robot. And
oh, did I?
You had a little minute.
Maybe I am.
We're good. We're all fixed. We're all fixed. I just want to quickly go back over the one bit that was fuzzy, and that people might not have got, and that is you're getting an email on May 12th. So in a couple of days, please make sure, I can't stress enough how important it is that you check that you're getting our emails. And it's going to ask you to make sure that your mailing address is correct and your name is spelled correctly. We're going to print it in the email, and it's going to be there. And if there's any errors, then you need to log into the Delegate Update Center and correct it. And that is where we're going to send your delegate badge to that mailing address in that email. So it is critically important that it's correct. And then what we'll do is around June 9th, we're going to mail your badge to you. So it's going to come in the mail. It's going to come to that address that's in that email, and you will have it. You'll receive it at home. Okay, you're going to get a badge, and in the email there's a picture of the badge, so you'll see exactly what it looks like, and you're going to get a plastic wallet that it fits in. There's no holder in there. There's nothing to put around your neck. If you want to bring your own one, great. But if not, there's going to be a bunch for you to pick up at the event center. So just wanted to make sure you got that, because there are a couple of like, oh my gosh, how do we get this? It's going to be mailed to you. So please watch your email. Okay, so there's a bunch more questions here. When do we get badges? June 9th, as I said, that's when it's going to be popped in the mail for you.
Let me go over really quick while you're looking through that. We get a lot of questions about what do I need to bring with me. So obviously you need to bring your badge, but be aware that whatever it is that you bring with you, you will be lugging around with you. And so try to keep it as light as possible and something that's really easy for you to carry with you. I would suggest, one, that you have your cell phone with you. You make sure before you arrive that it is fully charged. And if you have a small external battery as well that you can bring with you in case you need to charge it halfway through, that's great. There will be charging stations around the on the concourse. So make sure you've got your cell phone. Make sure you bring something to take notes with, because there's going to be a lot of really great information that you're going to want to remember and review. So make sure you bring a small notepad, a couple, not just one, but a couple of writing instruments, because we all know this. One's going to fail if it just happens. And so it's a good idea to bring just a couple of pencils or a couple of pens or something like that. You can't bring any food in with you, so don't bring a water bottle, don't bring all of that with you, but just make sure that you got your cell phone, something to write with, something to write on, and yeah, be excited to come in, and any business cards, which you guys will hear about later.
Yes, absolutely. And I just want to pick up, there was a couple of questions about water. Don't bring a full water bottle, but like I have one of these bottles, bring this and you can put it inside, but make sure it's empty before you come in. And there are like water fountains and things that you can fill it up, but liquids, like whole liquids, no.
And we get a ton of stuff when we're doing a room switch or whatever that is left over that people have, they just didn't take with them. So make sure that whatever it is that you've got something you can easily carry it in, and that it's not too heavy. Don't bring your laptop.
Yes,
Don't bring your laptop.
There's some questions here about bringing your laptop.
That's just way.
It's too heavy, and you're gonna have to carry it around. It's too big. And also, guys, like as Michelle just said, we do this sweep of stuff at the end of the day, and it gets put into the lost and found, and you wouldn't believe how much stuff we get. So don't bring a bunch of stuff that you're going to lose. And I know you're like, okay, well, I'm not going to lose my stuff because I'm not like that, but just don't bring it, or have something that you can keep with you. It's going to annoy you if you have to carry it around all day. So just minimum you can would be great. A couple of questions I'm just going to run through really quickly. Do the places that we can buy food from accept credit cards or just cash? Both. However, I would absolutely recommend that you bring cash. It's a lot quicker. However, they don't accept Apple Pay. So no Apple Pay. Don't think you can just carry your phone, because I know I rely on that so much. So I would say bring cash, not a whole load of cash, but some cash and a card just in case. Okay. I'm excited about this question because this is me. Can we use social media inside of the Congress? Yes. Please do. It's one of the big things. You'll see me popping up all around everywhere. So most likely when you message someone on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, definitely Instagram, you get me. So please use Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, everything, Snapchat. Oh my gosh, yes, please. And be sure to tag us and stuff. We have a hashtag, it's SciTechLeaders. Make sure you use hashtag SciTechLeaders on everything you post, because I want to see it. I want to be able to share it. I want to be able to put it up on the big screen. I want to be able to retweet it. I want to be able to repost it. I want to be able to put you everywhere and make you guys just be this big part of this huge family. So please, yes, use your cameras, use your videos, take Snapchats, put filters on people. Please do it, because it's so fun and it makes it so fun. Twitter to ask questions. So we'll have a great team. It's led by one of our colleagues, Anna, and she runs this question and answer that's through Twitter. So what you'll be able to do is ask your direct questions to the people on stage using Twitter and using specific hashtags. So absolutely, yes, please use social media. We love social media, and I want to be able to I want to like be trending on Twitter, and I want to be like #1 on everything for these 3 days. So make sure every single thing that you post in those 3 days has hashtag SciTechLeaders. Okay, I'm counting on you guys to just like break the internet. We're gonna do like a whole thing here.
What a great question. It really lit Ellie up. It was awesome.
Yeah, seriously, I'm so excited about it. Will there be coffee in the mornings, Michelle? Surely this is a question for you.
Yes. Yes. There is a Starbucks there, so you're going to be just fine. Yeah. And I will be visiting quite frequently. If you'll see me up at the station, you can say hi.
Fabulous. Thanks, Michelle. Okay, someone's just asked me to post the link for the Facebook group, and I'm really ashamed to say that I don't have it to hand. So I will get that for you, and I will post it. If not during the live chat right now, absolutely when afterwards, and I'll post it in the comments section. Okay, a load of people are asking about Tim Hortons, and I'm really ashamed to say that I have no idea what that is. So, Michelle, I'm going to have to ask you about Tim Hortons. What is it, and is there one?
I'll have to get back to you on that. What is Tim Hortons? I have no idea.
I'm assuming it's like some kind of restaurant. I'm sure that we're going to offend a whole bunch of people by not knowing what that is. But could one of you guys please tell me what Tim Hortons is, and then I'll tell you if there is one. I'm guessing there's not, because I have no idea.
Yeah. Well, and if you're asking that because you're asking about restaurants, it's been really neat.
Well, thank you, CB Melix. It's like Canadian Dunkin' Donuts.
No,
there isn't one. There is a Dunkin' Donuts though.
There is a Dunkin' Donuts though. Yes, and restaurants though. I was just going to say that we've developed a really great relationship with restaurants in the area, and they know that we're coming. And they're actually, last year they put banners out. It's like, welcome everybody for the Congresses. And there are some that they have, they've got areas set up outside their restaurants for extra seating and all of that. So we've got some great restaurants in the area, some really great food too. I've had the opportunity over the last few years to taste and sample a bunch of them, and there's some really good food in the area.
Absolutely, there is. Well, now we know that there's no Tim Hortons. Oh, and it's a coffee. And search it, and yeah. Oh, thanks, Anne. By the way, search June 2017 Congress of Future Science and Technology Leaders Delegates, and you'll find the page, and you can add it. And then Parents June 2017 Congress of Future Science and Technology Leaders Parents, and you will find it. Let's see what else. And I can't find the link. I'm sorry. I thought I had it to hand, and I really don't. I will again keep trying. Let me see here. Michelle, how many students are attending this year?
This year we're going to have somewhere around 3,500 students attending. So there'll be a few. And what's really cool about this, though, is that you're going to be surrounded by other students that really get you and speak the same language. It's one of the most exciting parts for me, is to watch the initial interactions with people around you. And Richard we do a lot of meet the people around you type of activities at the very beginning, and that you'll very quickly get a feel for the fact that you are going to be surrounded by other students just like you, who are already driven, that already know what you want to do, and that have that excel already in school, and that speak the same language. That you're going to a conference instead of hanging out at the beach during the weekend. You're already the crop, and so you'll be surrounded by other students like that. And it's really, the energy is just amazing.
Very good. Thank you, Michelle. I've just found the links to the pages, so I'm going to just post those for everyone so that they can all share those. Next question I want to ask you, Michelle, is to talk a little bit about the dreaded thing that I bet loads of people haven't done and need to do ASAP, and that is GPA verification.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We are an honors program, and as being an honors program, we do require that you verify that you do have the GPA to be able to receive your Award of Excellence. GPA verification forms were actually due about 2 weeks ago. And so there are still quite a few that have not gotten them in, so you do have some time to do that. Please be aware that unless we receive your GPA verification form, you will not be receiving your Award of Excellence. Can you still come if you haven't gotten it in yet? Yes, you can. You can bring it with you if you need to, because I know with some people, snow days at the end of their school term, all of that kind of stuff, that they actually have brought it with them. But please, if you can, you have the ability to just download it online, and then we can get it verified. If you're wondering if you have done it, you can go to the Delegate Update Center, and it will tell you whether or not your GPA has been verified. If it doesn't show that it's been verified, but you've sent it in within the last week, we're going through GPA forms to get them verified. So, but there's one thing, it's another one of those, we don't take transcripts as your GPA verification. In the Delegate Update Center is a form for your GP verification that you can download, print it off, and take it in and get it signed by 2 teachers or administrators or counselors that attend your school that know how you're doing in school right now. So we don't take a transcript, but we do take our GPA verification forms. So if you haven't done already, please go to the Delegate Update Center, print that off, and take it to school. It takes just a minute to get a teacher to sign off on it, though.
Fabulous. Thanks, Michelle. Okay, so a couple questions I just want to run through here. Will you be able to watch this afterwards? Yes, you absolutely will. This is going to be recorded and be on our YouTube channel, so do watch it. It's going to be emailed to you, posted in the Facebook group, so you can see it whenever you want and be completely available. Next question, I want to go over the college credit. Yes, there is college credit available for this program. You can get college credit. I believe it's a general education credit. Michelle can correct me if I'm wrong. She's nodding her head.
Right.
Yes, it's a general education credit, and it does require additional coursework to be submitted after you attend the Congress. So you must verify your GPA, attend all 3 days of the event, and check in at the event, which will all be revealed just after I finish talking about this. So verify your GPA, attend all 3 days, and write an additional essay. And we will give you all of the information that you need about that if you sign up for this. And there is an additional fee. It's $250. That is all from WAU. It's a cheap credit, guys. It's really a cheap credit. Most credits when you get to college are a lot more than that. This is a way for you to get one under your belt now before you even start college, and it's kind of an easy one, right? You just have to come to this, which you're going to do anyway. You're going to have a fantastic time anyway, and then you just have to write a paper as well. So if you want more information about that, I'm gonna post a link here to all of the information about that. But basically, all you need to do is go to SciTechLeaders.com/college-credit. Again, SciTechLeaders.com/college-credit, and I'm going to post that in the live chat right now so that you can see that. And that has all the information you need. And if you want to sign up for that, if you even want to just talk to one of Michelle's team about adding that to your enrollment, then just give us a call and we can make that happen for you. So yeah,
Can I add something to that really fast, Ellie, if it's okay? This is a college credit through WAU. It is a transferable college credit because you don't have to attend WAU in order to be able to utilize that credit. So it is a transferable credit. I have yet to see anywhere that it has not been able to transfer as a general credit, but we do have a policy that if you find a college that it doesn't accept that is a credit, just let us know and we'll make sure that you're taken care of.
Fabulous. Thanks, Michelle. Yeah, that's a very good point. Okay, so I talked a little bit about checking in. Don't worry. It's completely normal that you have to check in for an event. Don't panic. It's going to be okay. It really is, I promise. Nothing bad's going to happen. But when you get to the event, everything will be revealed and we will tell you exactly how you need to check in. So don't panic about that now. You don't need to worry about that until June 29th, okay? I promise. So yeah, check out the college credit /college-credit on our website, and that will give you all of the information you need. Now, I also want to talk a little bit about schedule and speakers because there's a couple of questions about that. Great news. the schedule has been released. It is now available. Check it out. It's on SciTechLeaders.com/schedule. There is it's a preliminary schedule, and we only say that because we don't want people to get crazy and upset with us. But obviously, it may change. It may change if people. Something might happen. It's real life. It's happening in real time. It may just move around, shift. But it's there for you to look at right now, and you can check out all the speakers that we're expecting to have with us as well. So that will give you who's going to be there and a kind of rough outline of your day. But please,
and I would suggest already doing some research on the speakers so you know who they are before you even get there.
Absolutely, but please just bear in mind that that may change just a little bit, because obviously, you know, it might do. People have schedules, people have plans. It might just change. And then what else?
We're going to talk about the seating.
Yes, please do.
Do you still have your visual available for the seating?
I'm not sure if I do. So why don't you?
Well, that's totally okay. Let me explain to you guys about how everything works for seating in the arena. On the back of your program, when you get there, we'll have a stack of paper programs. On the back of the program will be a map of the arena. And there are color-coded areas for the delegates and color-coded areas that are separate for the family. So this is about you delegates. This is an event for you. And so you guys have the prime seating for this entire thing. Please be aware that well, I think the first year that I came, I kind of acted as a bouncer a little bit for the first little bit on the first day, because everyone wants to sit and the parents want to sit and with their kids and all that. And it's like, guys, you can't. So go find a seat in the parents section. It will be on the back of your program. The delegates, it will be on the floor. If you're an alumni, we always reserve the floor seats, first few rows for our alumni. That's one of the perks you get for coming back, is that you get floor seats right up by the stage. So it's once you get there, first come, first serve for all of those seats, but it's parent sections and student sections. I'm going to give you one little tip, just a little trick. If you're a parent and you want to be able to really listen to the content, I learned this the first year. The best place to go where you're going to have the least amount of background noise is behind the stage. You're going to see everything on the screen, but you're going to be able to really see things well. And that is actually one of the parent sections for seating.
Fabulous. Thanks, Michelle. That is a great hack. I'm just going to ask really quickly, guys. I know I'm so glad that you guys are all chatting, and that makes me so happy that you guys are connecting already. That is so fantastic. But if you guys want to just pop up all of your questions and just cut out the conversation right now, then we can make sure that we get all of those questions in these last sort of 15 minutes of the Q&A. So just pop up all of your burning questions, and we will get through all of them. And also anyone that's posted their Instagram handle, I'm going to follow you. I'm going to follow you after this. Unless you don't want me to. And I mean like the Academy, of course. Now, let's see, Michelle, yes, we've posted a link to the schedule. We're interested in meeting people. Of course we're interested in meeting people. Can you just go over again when the dance is? Because a lot of people ask, they can't believe.
Yes, the dance is the final evening, so that will be on the 1st of July. And it is after we get back from the dinner break. All of the chairs will be removed from the main floor, and then we will have our closing ceremony. And right after the closing ceremony, we'll go directly into the dance. And so you don't want to miss the closing ceremony. So whatever you can do, make sure that you are there for that. And then it will just lead directly into the dance. And once we start into the dance, it's kind of, if you want to stay for the entire thing, great. If you want to just dance for an hour, then that's great as well. But the dance happens right after that closing ceremony, which happens right after the dinner break on the last day.
Fabulous. Thanks, Michelle. And also, I've just realized, you guys, that once this broadcast ends, I think the live chat, I can't get back to it. So unless you're like a YouTube ninja and you can help me get access to the live chat transcript after this thing is closed down, post your Instagram handles up below, and I will follow you, because otherwise I'm gonna have to go through and like screen grab all this, and I just can't do that in time. So post your Instagram handles in the comments section below this video and I will follow you. Promise. Okay. Lots of questions about recordings and whether you can take photos again. So I just want to make sure that you guys know, yes, please take photos. Take all the photos you want. Send them to me. Share them on Facebook. Share them on Instagram. Share them on Twitter. Hashtag SciTechLeaders. You absolutely can. And you absolutely can video. You can absolutely take like boomerangs, and you can do whatever you want. I encourage you to, please do. We will have video recordings of all of the sessions available to you after the Congress. So again, stay tuned in your email for after the event, and we will make sure you have access to all of that. We'll put it on Facebook as well so you can see it, and you can go back and watch the sessions afterwards. That is a massive bonus that's available to you after the Congress as an alumni. And to gain access to that, you'll have to check in and be there, and there'll be some information for you at the event that you need to follow to make sure that you get access to that when it comes out. So pay attention. That's the biggest thing.
Let me add one thing too, is that sometimes both parents cannot attend, and that you will be sent, is it the day before the event, or the day that we start, you'll be sent a link so that if your parents are not able to be there, that they will have a link that they can watch the live broadcast and see what it is that we're doing. Part of that as well is when in the Delegate Update Center, when you're entering information about the teachers, that those teachers will also be sent the live link so they can watch it live with you and be able to see what it is that you've been so excited about for such a long time.
Absolutely. Thanks, Michelle. And again, guys, you're still commenting your Twitter handle, your Instagram handles in the live chat, and I'm not going to be able to see that, so post them below. Otherwise, I won't be able to follow you. Down there. I know you're telling everyone else to do it, but I need to do it too. A lot of questions about how you were selected, and I did post in here a little while back about how you can find that out. Please reach out to Michelle's team, and they will be able to tell you exactly how you were selected. It's going to be one of three ways. You're either going to be nominated by a teacher to attend, one of your educators at school nominated you, one of your peers, someone who attended the Congress in previous years, nominated you because they thought you were going to get just as much from this experience as they did, or three, you were invited by the Academy. So Dr. Mather, Richard Rossi, the founder, executive director, would have nominated you, but through Washington Adventist University. So that's one of those three ways, and you were either nominated by Dr. Mather and Richard, by one of your educators, or one of your teachers, sorry, or one of your peers who's also attended the Congress. If you want to find out exactly how that was, just send an email to admissions, go on the website, send a live chat, message us on Facebook. There's so many different ways you can contact us now. I mean, we're so connected as the world, right? So just shoot us some kind of message, and somehow we will magically get back to you just as soon as possible. Side note, I'm going to stick around after this call on this video, or go straight to like a YouTube video and you can post in the comments section, and I'm going to answer as many questions as I can for probably the next sort of 40 minutes after this call, and make sure that we get everything covered. And also, if you want to message me on Facebook, I am going to be there as well, if that's easier, if you don't want to stick on YouTube. And of course, I'm always on Instagram, so please do shoot me a direct message, or send me a little like snap story, like a little Instagram story, and then I'll like watch it and you can pose me your question that way. How fun would that be, right? So yeah, just know I'll be around if you have more questions afterwards that we don't get to. Now, Michelle, I just want to review one more time. What time do we start on day one?
We start, doors open at 4 p.m. and the event starts at 6 p.m.
And what time do we finish on day one?
Sometime right around 10:30 p.m. There will not be a break the first day, though. Just be aware of that when we come in, that there will not be a break on that first day. We'll already have finished whatever for dinner.
Very good. Day two.
Day two, doors open at 8 a.m. and the event starts at 10 a.m. and goes until about the same time, around the 10:30 mark p.m.
Okay. And now, before I ask you about day 3, I have to answer this question because I just can't believe it. Are you allowed colored hair at the Congress? Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Absolutely. And you know what?
Yep.
Richard will talk distinctly about something very special that is going to bring in everything about your colored hair. So if you have colored hair, I bet you're going to rock that colored hair. And please don't feel like you can't have it, because you absolutely can. Also, I will personally give, I don't even know, what can I give? I'm going to give like $5 to the first person that comes up to me with a guy named Jack Strider. He's going to be at the event, and you'll see him because he's like this tall. He's really that tall, and he has some bright colored hair. I have no idea what color hair that is going to be.
It changes
next year, in the last year. So whoever can bring him up to me on the first day, the fastest, and get him away from wherever he is, because I guarantee you won't be able to tear him away from whatever activity he's doing. Whoever can bring him up to me, I will personally give you $5 if you can do that on day 1.
You will greatly appreciate that.
I will personally do that, and then you will realize that colored hair, it's okay.
And just be aware that we have, I mean, when we talk about the dress standard, the business casual, we're not about taking away your ability to express yourself individually. That's not what it's about. So if you have colored hair or whatever, that's not a problem whatsoever. So
absolutely not. And neither is there's a couple of questions here about like piercings and stuff. Like, guys, be you. Just be you. This is what this event's about. It's about you being you, and just appreciating who you are and what you want to do with your life, and meeting people who are just like you, and have the same dreams as you, and the same goals as you, and the same aspirations as you. So don't worry. Like, just be you. I know we're asking you to dress maybe a little bit different than you would and be sort of business casual, but just be you. Like, be as comfortable as you can be, and you know. At the end of the day, you're going to meet John Mather, you're going to meet all these amazing people, these Nobel Prize winners, these entrepreneurs. Be dressed in something you'd be comfortable to meet them in and impress them in, and be on camera in, because they're all going to be like cameras everywhere, and you're going to have the opportunity to just look good, because you're probably like public, whatever. So be ready for anything is what I would say. But yeah, just be you and don't worry about anything else. Just want to remind you that dress code doesn't apply to parents. Parents, you can wear what you want, because guess what? You're adults and you can do what you want. Whatever you're comfortable in. Again, I would just say, like, probably don't come in your workout gear, because it's still a conference. It's an event. There's going to be a lot of professional looking people there. So don't, like, completely dress down, but you're comfortable.
I've seen parents in suits too. So yeah. Yep.
Fantastic. And then what else? A couple of questions about sending in GPA verification again, Michelle.
Please get your GPA verification in now. Yesterday, a week ago. Please get your GPA verification in now. We do not take a transcript. Download the form off of the Delegate Update Center. Get it taken care of. It needs to have 2 teachers or 2 educators sign off on it. And then it's just really easy to scan it and email it back in. And then it'll take us about a week to get everything processed.
Very good. Thanks, Michelle. Quick question about, this is actually something that I don't know the answer to, and you may not. Well, you should. So Jonathan is asking, can he find out who else is coming from his school?
We really try to make sure that people are able to retain their privacy. And so the best way I could say for you to find out if someone from your school is going is to ask around. We don't release that information for obvious reasons about who's coming from specific schools. If you want to know if anyone from your school is coming, yeah, we can say, yeah, there are people coming from your school, or no, there are no people coming from your school. But we really can't release that information because of privacy. But again, is go ahead and start asking around if there are other people. When you take your GPA forms, ask the teachers if anybody else is asked to have one of these signed, and see if you can connect that way. But that's going to have to be something that's done by you, and we're not going to be able to facilitate that. And you might, who knows, you might run into somebody from your school when you get there. That's
absolutely. I mean, that's happened before.
It has.
Okay, so a couple of questions I just want to run through quickly. Parking. There is parking available at the event center, and that is, I believe, $5 a day. Is that correct, Michelle?
$5 a day.
$5
yes.
a day. That is available, and it's you can come in and out. You just have to get like a ticket, and then
the ticket.
And
yes.
it's $5 flat. And there's also a cell phone lot as well for pickup if you're dropping your delegate off, leaving for the day and then coming to pick them up. So that's there and that's free. I believe that opens at 9 p.m. I
think so.
9 p.m.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of parking, plenty of space for you to be there.
Absolutely.
Again, watch out for Richard's video series, because I'm going to be recording a video with him the day that he arrives at the event center, and that will give you a bunch of tips about the best place to park, the best places to come in from, and things like that. We're going to do a video right outside the event center, so you watch out for that. Again, coming from admissions at SciTechLeaders.com, and that will give you like the secret ninja tips for what. Okay. Dresses. Can you wear dresses? Yes, you can wear dresses.
Absolutely.
Dresses.
Absolutely.
In a dress.
Yeah.
Of course you can. Let's see. Does the overnight program have transportation, Michelle?
Yes, absolutely. You will be transported from how you're arriving, the bus station, the train station, or the airport, to the event center, or to the University of Massachusetts Lowell. From there, it's going to be walking. Everything that you'll be doing while you're at the event will be walking. We won't have to get on buses or anything for that. And then when we are done and you leave on July 2nd, that we will be transporting you back to the train station, bus station, or the airport.
Fabulous, thank you. And Michelle, I just realized that there was a minor mistake there. The GPA verification form does have only one spot for an educator. We only need one educator to sign off on the GPA verification form. However, if you made a partial scholarship application, that's 2 educators. So
I apologize. Thank you.
There's only one space, and yes, you only need to have one educator fill out the GPA verification form.
Okay.
Thank you to Autumn, who clarified that, and to someone else who just said, I second Autumn's question, because it made me.
I got corrected. That's awesome.
So yeah, just one teacher and you're good. Let's see. Lots of like, is anyone from South Florida? I wish I was from South Florida. I bet it's beautiful down there right now, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Dresses. Michelle, is there anything you want to cover? Because I think
you know, I just really welcome you all. It's going to be such an amazing experience for you all. I had the opportunity to attend before I even started working with the organization with my daughter 3 years ago. And walking through those doors and being part of everything that happened was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. And it changed me just as well as it changed my daughter. And she still to this day, she's graduating high school in about 2 weeks, and she still talks about what kind of an effect, a positive effect that it's had for her, for her high school career, for her college career, and what her future ambitions are. So I'm just so excited to have you come and be able to sit back and watch you guys just experience this.
Absolutely. And I'm going to second that. I came to the event in 2014 as not part of the academy, and I just was so blown away by the event that I just said, I have to do this every day. I have to be a part of this. And I promise you guys, you're probably going to say this is really cheesy, and of course you have to say this, but I promise you, you're going to have the time of your life, and it's just going to be just I can't even
It'll be
describe it. It still gives me goosebumps every single time that I'm there, every single day. I still get goosebumps. I promise you're just going to have the time of your life. So I'm going to remind you that I'm going to stick on here and I'm going to answer some questions. Comment on below the video because the live stream is going to disappear as soon as I press stop this broadcast. This big red button that's blinking at me. I'm also going to stick around on Facebook, Instagram, especially Instagram. I'm always on Instagram, so do message me if you have any questions. There's a live chat available on all of our websites, especially SciTechLeaders.com, so you can reach out to Michelle's team and they're there in an instant, much quicker than I am sometimes, literally like that, and they're there talking to you. So Monday 9 to 6, 9 to 8.
About 9 to 5, and then if no one is logged in to help with chat, it actually gives you a little icon so that you can just send a quick email via that same option. So if there are no agents available to you when you log on, you can send a very quick email from the exact same page.
Fantastic, thank you, Michelle. And I just posted our Instagram handle so you can follow me because someone was just asking. And yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for joining us, everyone. I'm sorry that maybe there's a couple of questions we didn't get to answer, but I actually feel really good that we got to a lot of questions there, and we got them covered. I love this group. I look forward so much to these 3 days. You guys are just like the coolest people in the world, and we have some incredible speakers that you're just going to love. So do check out the schedule. Message Michelle's team, give them a call if you have any questions, post in the Facebook group, message us on whatever platform that you want. We will get back to you, I promise. It's our job to make sure that we do that. Michelle and I are like making sure that every base is covered. We will, again, watch your inbox, admissions@SciTechLeaders.com. You'll be getting some killer video updates from Richard, and secret bonus content here. There are 2 competitions running this year. You've already been told about the National Anthem competition. If you are a fantastic singer, you love singing on stage, or you sung on stage before, guess what? That you could open the Congress. You could open day 1 of the Congress at the opening ceremony, singing the Star-Spangled Banner. So if you would like to do that, then send a YouTube link to any multitude of those platforms, but specifically to Lisa Rossi, Rossi, R-O-S-S-I, at SciTechLeaders.com, the YouTube link of you singing the National Anthem, Star Spangled Banner, and you will be considered to open the Congress with the National Anthem. Amazing if you love singing. If you don't, bad idea. And also there's another competition coming up that will, I'm not even going to tell you, actually. You're just going to have to watch out for it, and it's a good one. And this one's run by me and Richard, so this is a really cool one, and it's got a massive big perk. So watch out for it. Watch your inbox. Watch the Facebook group. I'm probably not going to post it on Instagram because I'm going to make you work for it a little bit. Keep your eyes peeled, and I cannot wait to see every single one of you and make you part of this huge family here at the Academy. So Michelle, I'm going to have you say goodbye.
Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us today. And please reach out to anyone in admissions when you get there. Sometimes we make some really great connections and develop relationships with some of you that we've been able to help answer a lot of questions. So please reach out to us when you get there. Give us the high five or a wave. And I am so looking forward to you. It's just a few short weeks before we're all able to be together and experience this, and just so grateful that you all get to be a part of this and that I get to be a part of it too. So thank you.
Thank you, Michelle, and thank you so much, Michelle, for taking the time to join me this evening and answer all these questions. But guys, remember, Facebook and Twitter at SciTechLeaders. The hashtag SciTechLeaders works everywhere, and we encourage you to hashtag everything you post about the Congress. And then Instagram is at the National Leadership Academies, at the National Leadership Academies. So at SciTechLeaders, hashtag SciTechLeaders, and at the National Leadership Academies.
Right.
You can post any more questions in the comments below. I'll be on here and on Facebook. And I'm always on Instagram. So have a fantastic evening, everyone. Can't wait to meet each and every single one of you at the Congress on June 29th.
Yay.
Thanks, guys.
See you later,
Bye.
guys.